Check, check. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to EO Sports Network for coverage of our special playoffs having to do with some projects that I usually do every year. It usually is in tandem with the different seasons going on, but because of my work, I was a little bit busy and did not have enough time to do it. So we are doing it now. It is the fictional NFL playoffs. This season was played on Inside Blitz Football by Inside Sports Games, and it's the 2017 season. So some of the teams that you would think aren't going to be here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this party started here in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, let's go ahead and actually take a look at the bracket. Give me 1 minute. I apologize. Nope, hold on. Sorry about that. Also, right now, while we're doing this, a good time to announce that starting Sunday, we will be playing all of what's called the one-day classic cycling races heading into what's called the Grand Tours, which is the Tour de France, the Tour of Italy. We're going to be playing all of those starting Sunday, and it starts with Milan-San Remo, a race from Milan to San Remo in Italy, of course. For tonight's matchup of football, the NFL, fictional NFL wild card, it's going to be the number 4 Pittsburgh Steelers against the number 5 New England Patriots. We had the teams randomly separated into 4 groups. Top 2 from each group made it into the playoffs, and of course the groups were 4 AFC groups, 4 NFC groups. Top 2 from each group made it into the playoffs. They comprise our 1 through 4 seeds, and the bottom 2 are 5 through 8. But I got to tell you, New England had a better record than some of the number 1 top 4 seeds. So this will actually be a game that, let's actually go ahead and look at the group stage where that ended. New England ended with a record of 4-2 and a point differential of plus 20. Pittsburgh 4-2 and a point differential of plus 27. So slightly in favor of Pittsburgh, but not a whole lot. It's going to be a great game. Then immediately after this, we have ALDS action. Game 1 of the Oakland Athletics, the top seed in the AL, playing host to, the Boston Red Sox, as you can see right there as I clicked the wrong thing. All right, let's go ahead and get this game started. Pittsburgh will kick off to New England to get it started. Kickoff goes 60 yards. Dion Lewis is going to return it an additional 32 back. So a good start for the New England Patriots. As 10 seconds come off the clock, it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 37. Tom Brady, the GOAT, under center. Drops back to pass. Here comes the pass rush. He eludes it and fires it out of bounds to avoid the sack. TJ Watt on tight covers there for Pittsburgh. Tom Brady in the gun. Looking for the short pass. Throws incomplete. Knocked down by Ryan Shazier. That might tell you how old this. We're playing the 2017 season right there. Shazier gets in there and gets his paw on the ball on the ground. Winner moves on to the NFL division round, of course. Loser, their season ends. 10 seconds off the clock for an incomplete pass. 14:30 just left in the first quarter, just getting started. No score here at Heinz Field. Tom Brady in the shotgun. Drops back to pass, looking for James White. He makes the catch, goes up the field and picks up about 5 yards, but they're going to get held for the first down. Philip Reynolds joining us, taking his seats here at beautiful Heinz Field as the New England Patriots are taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they just went 3 and out to start their first drive of the game, and they will punt from their own 42. Here comes Ryan Allen to do the honors. Bunts this one high, 49 yards to be exact, and it was punted to the 9-yard line, and he waves for a fair catch, or lets the punt roll to the 2-yard line. Philip Reynolds, can we not have a winner? I'm guessing you don't like either of these teams, Philip. travels 56 yards, then rolls to the 2-yard line. 1st and 10 from their own 2. Stephen Ridley gets it. He goes around the outside. And he will get dropped for a loss of 1, and it's 2nd and 11 from their own 1. This will be a big play coming up for the Steelers. We'll see what happens. Roethlisberger from the gun. Here comes the pass rush. Drops back to pass, throws. Stephon Gilmore gets in there and knocks it down. 3rd and 11 from their own 1 right now. Philip Reynolds hates both of these teams. Tribe fan 879 joining us here on the field as well for this special doubleheader. Right after this, we'll be taking you guys out to Oakland Coliseum for Game 1 of our ALDS featuring the Oakland Athletics hosting the Boston Red Sox. This is done completely random. I did not pick it to be Boston Sports Night here on the channel. Tribe fan says, I've actually been to Heinz Field once, Pittsburgh versus Youngstown State. Well, I'm an Arizona boy, so I'm from Arizona, so I don't like Pittsburgh either. I don't like New England either, so I'm kind of with Philip Reynolds on this one. Pittsburgh for obvious reasons, them taking that Super Bowl. But I have always thought that Heinz Field is a very pretty stadium. When I went to Pittsburgh one time for a business trip with my dad, I was very surprised with how beautiful just the town was. I mean, you hear it's called the Steel City as Ben Roethlisberger throws one incomplete. 4th and 11 from their own 1. You can bet they are going to punt this one away and set up New England for another one. Philip Reynolds not happy with the other one. Yuck, another I could care less who wins. Sorry, Mr. Reynolds, but those were the games that were picked tonight. Tell me who you're a fan of, and I'll see if I can work them in the schedule here coming up. Danny Amendola takes the punt from 52 yards away and then returns an additional 4, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the opposite 49. But yeah, I was actually really surprised of how pretty the city of Pittsburgh is itself, and just kind of where they put the baseball diamond. I believe it's called PNC Park, and Heinz Field, just really beautiful areas right there off the river. 12:30 left to go in the first quarter. Tom Brady in the shotgun formation, dropping back, looking long, fires, and he finds Rob Gronkowski in the end zone. Touchdown, New England. A quick strike there by the Patriots as Gronk gets a 49-yard bomb from Brady, and Gostowski puts the kick up, and it is good. All right, I got good news for you then, Mr. Reynolds. The Reds are actually the number 1 team in the NL, number 2 team in the NL, and they will be playing the Philadelphia Phillies in the NLDS tomorrow. So definitely tune in for that. And let's see. Indians are the number 2 team, and they'll be playing in the NLDS Wednesday, or ALDS Wednesday. Astros are in the other ALDS. So you actually have got 3 of your favorite teams in all of them. The other one, NLDS, which I actually played game 1 today, is the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. The Mets won that one 4-2. Pretty exciting game. So 11:50 left in the first quarter. Gostowski to kick it off. Puts it into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tribe fan, poor defense by the Squealers. Definitely not what you expect when you hear about a Tom Brady pass. You don't usually see him go off for 49 yards like that. 11:50 left. Pass goes off to handoff to Le'Veon Bell. He goes around the right side, and he only gets a gain of 2. Lawrence Guy in there to kind of stop the bleeding for the Pats. Ben Roethlisberger from the gun, dropping back to pass, and it's incomplete. Duron Harmon in there on the stop. 3rd and 8 from their own 27. 11 minutes left here in the first quarter. Down 7-0 to New England in the wild card round. Roethlisberger drops back to pass, throws, incomplete. And it will be 4th and 8, and they'll have to punt it again. Another 3 and out. Maybe the refs will win this game. But don't you know if the refs win, then that means New England's going to win, Philip. Jordan Berry, he'll punt this one from outside the 50-yard line. No fair catch. It'll be returned by Danny Amendola, 15 yards, a good return. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 44 for the Patriots. 10:40 left on the clock. Tom Brady, under center. Here comes the pass rush, and he's sacked. Vince Williams drops him for a loss of 10 yards, and it's 2nd and long for the Patriots back at their own 34. New England, from the shotgun formation, drops back to pass, looking for Cooks. He will find him, and for 60 yards, are you kidding me? All the way down to the 6 of Pittsburgh. Another big pass given up by the Steelers. My goodness, I did not see this type of passing efficiency coming from New England coming into this game. Brady gets the quick pass off. It's going to be intended for James White, but he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and goal from the 6. 8:40 left to go in the first quarter. Handoff to Mike Gillislee. Never heard that name before. Going around the outside. Picks up 3, and it will be 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. I want to thank Philip Reynolds and Tribe Fan 879 for joining us on the stream tonight. As Rex Burkhead gets it, he goes around the outside and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown New England, and they are taking over this game. This might get ugly, and it might get ugly early. Gostowski puts the kick up, and it's good. 40 more seconds comes off the clock. 7:20 left to go in the first, and it's already 14-0 New England. Gostowski to the 3-yard line. It will be returned about to the 22 by Martavius Bryant. 7:10 left to go. Le'Veon Bell, he gets the call. Goes around the outside, picks up 3. Kyle Van Noy on the stop, and there's our first flag of the game. It will be offensive holding. So holding on Pittsburgh, New England will accept that penalty, and that'll drop him back 8 yards. 1st and 18 from their own 14. Fitzgerald Toussaint gets it, goes around the outside, dropped for no gain. Devin McCourty and Stephon Gilmore tag team him as the free safety and the right cornerback come through on the blitz and drop him. 2nd and 18 from their own 14. Philip Reynolds, what football teams would you be excited to see? Maybe one of them squeaked into the playoffs. Roethlisberger, the sack, he eludes it. He's going to scramble, and he's going to pick up 9 yards before he slides right at the feet of Trey Flowers. 5:40 left to go here in the first. 14-0 New England. Roethlisberger looking for the short pass, knocked down by Malcolm Butler. And it's 4th and 9, and I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers have crossed the 50 yet. 5 minutes left to go, so they will punt it from their own 23. This one to the 44-yard line, fair catch by Amendola, and that's where New England will pick it up. 1st and 10 with 4:50 left to go from their own 44. Tom Brady under center. Drops back for the medium pass, and it's incomplete. Vince Williams there on the stop. Philip Reynolds, Dallas with Staubach. Well, I don't know if I can help you there. Dallas, nor did the Dallas with Staubach team qualify, as I don't have the older sets. I try to keep it pretty current. I know a lot of people like to play the old classic seasons, but I kind of like to play it current because it's just fun to me. And one thing I've noticed about the current sets, specifically with inside sports games, which is inside blitz football, inside pitch baseball, inside the crease hockey, and inside the paint basketball, when I do these projects, the champion is never the same. I mean, last year, the Jacksonville Jaguars won the Super Bowl. The Atlanta Falcons have made it to the Super Bowl the last 2 years in a row. And they won the first time against the New York Jets, and that was only 2 years ago. So that's one thing I really like about this doing the more current sets, and really this hobby alone, is you never know what's going to happen. Tom Brady incomplete. He now is 4 of 8 with 114 yards, a touchdown, and 1 sack. Brady. Shotgun formation, looking for the short pass, fires, finds Hollister, and that'll be a pickup of 8 yards, not enough to rescue the 4th down. 3:50 left to go, and they will go ahead and punt it away from the Pittsburgh 48. This one all the way to the 1-yard line and rolls out of bounds. A beautiful punt there by Ryan Allen. So now we'll see what Le'Veon Bell does. Tribe Fan 879 and Philip Reynolds joining us. Tribe Fan, go ahead and pop in there. And if you have a horse in this race, let us know who you're rooting for. I know Mr. Reynolds is in the Let's Go Refs category. I'd like to see where you're at. Hand off to Le'Veon Bell. Goes around the outside. Drop for a loss of 1. And it's in the end zone for a safety. And the hits just keep coming for New England. It's 16-0. My goodness. Jordan Berry to punt it to New England after the safety. It'll be caught by Danny Amendola at the 13 and returned to the 18. Excuse me. So 1st and 10 from their own 18 after the safety. 2:50 left in the first. Dion Lewis gets the ball, goes inside, no gain on the play. Lewis gets the call again on the next play. Goes straight through the inside, pickup of a couple. And it is going to be 3rd and 8 from their own 20. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Tom Brady back to pass, throws, intercepted. Robert Golden makes the interception 4 yards downfield, so at the 19, and returns it all the way to the the New England 10. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15. Excuse me. It's where they spot the ball with 50 seconds left. Philip Reynolds also would be nice to see how Dalton would have done if they beat Pittsburgh that year. Is it 2017 or was that 2015 where Cincinnati was... I want to say that was 2015 because that was the same year that Carson Palmer had his best year with the Cardinals. Tribe Fan, I guess I'll root for the Clocker punters. If Ryan Shazier is in the game for the Steelers, I'll root for him as the next Buckeye. Well, he isn't. He's already made one big play at one point, and a big interception, setting up James Conner for a run. He gets it, goes around the outside, drop for a loss of 3. Kyle Van Noy in there on the play to drop him. Hand off to Conner again. This time he goes straight through the middle, finds a hole. He's not going to get stopped. He's going all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Flag on the play. We'll see who it's on, and it is a personal foul face mask on New England. That penalty is declined. Touchdown, Steelers. Kick is up from Chris Boswell, and it's no good. Oh, my goodness. Chris Boswell misses the extra point. Philip Reynolds, 15, I think. I believe so. Like I said, that was the same year that Carson Palmer and the Arizona Cardinals made it to the NFC Championship. I actually remember it was a Sunday night football game where Cincinnati and Arizona played in Arizona, and it was one of those ones where people were saying this is a potential Super Bowl matchup because at that point, Arizona and Cincinnati were 2 of the top teams in that point in the season. And I remember it ended on a really weird note. All I remember is that Arizona won, but even I would have to say that was controversial. But yeah, 15, it was the year, I think, as well. And actually, when I played the 15 season, they did win the first round, but they did get beat in the divisional round. Tribe Fan 879, Bengals fan after that game felt like Switch from the Matrix, not like this. Fair enough. So Connor runs it in on the final play of the first quarter, and it's 16-6, New England. Chris Boswell will kick it off after he blew the extra point. Over to the 4-yard line. Dion Lewis will return it to the 21-yard line. So good coverage there by Pittsburgh. 14:50 left to go. Brady looking for the quick pass under center. 5-4. That one will be caught by Dion Lewis, but he's hammered by Ryan Shazier at the line of scrimmage. No gain on a play. Shazier went in there with one goal in mind, and that was to knock the ball loose. It didn't quite happen, but he did a good job throwing him out of bounds and making the play. Dion Lewis gets the handoff, goes through the inside, stopped by Stephen Tuitt and Ryan Shazier. There he is again, the ex-Buckeye for Tribe Fan 879. Tom Brady. Shotgun formation, drop to pass, throws. It is caught by Chris Hogan. Pickup of 13 on the play. First down, Patriots. 13:20 left to go here in the first half. Tom Brady. This time he goes under center. Takes 3 steps back, looking for Cooks. He finds him for a gain of 16 yards. 2 quick first downs. Tom Brady having a game right now. Hand off to Dion Lewis. This time he'll get dropped for a loss of 1. Sean Davis comes up on the safety blitz and helps Joe Hayden out to bring him down to make it 2nd and 11. Tom Brady, 8 of 13 for 151 yards, a touchdown, an interception, and a sack in the game thus far. Dropping back to pass. Medium throw, and he finds Chris Hogan for another 13 yards, and they rescue the first down. 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 38. Hand off to Dion Lewis. He goes around the outside, picks up 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 31. Medium pass, and it is going to be caught by Danny Amendola. Gain of 14, and it's 1st and 10 inside the red zone, the 17 to be exact. But there is a penalty. Delay of game. It'll be delay of game on New England. So no time off the clock. It'll be 1st and 15 now outside the red zone from the 22 to be exact. Dion Lewis gets the ball, goes inside, drop for a loss, and that's a bigger loss once you compound that on top of the first down. Look at the stats I just noticed up here in the stat summary. New England, 7 first downs, only 1 for Pittsburgh. Brady looking for the medium pass, throws. It will be caught by Philip Dorsett. He breaks the tackle. He finds the sideline. He is going to go all the way to the end zone. Another touchdown for New England. Kick is up, and Gostowski puts it through the uprights. And it is getting out of hand quickly. 23-6. New England up as Gostowski puts this one in the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ben Roethlisberger has not done a whole lot. He is 0 for 5. Roethlisberger back to pass, throws, and gets his first complete pass to Vance McDonald. And it's a gain of 16 yards. 2nd down, number 2 for Pittsburgh. Hand off to Le'Veon Bell. He goes through the inside. Pick up a 5. And it's 2nd and 5 from the 46. 7:50 left to go in the half. Le'Veon Bell, he gets it again. Goes around the outside. Pick up of 6. And for the first time, they are in New England territory after the first down. Le'Veon Bell gets 6 more yards, and you can put that as half of his rushing total. 4 of 12 for him so far. Le'Veon Bell gets it again. This time he'll go around the outside, and he's dropped for a loss. Antonio Brown, who was assigned to block that on that block, could not block what was coming from New England, and they just swallowed him up. Depending on the cards and dice version of this game, depending on the FAC, it'll say who the key players are in the play, and sometimes it'll say defense, and it'll have their run defense or pass rush or pass defense number up, and the blue die needs to be under for the pass rusher, under for the run defense by Antonio Brown. He's only got a 2, and they rolled a 5 at him. He had no chance. Roethlisberger back to pass, throws, hits a wide open. See, there's no one there. Wide open. Eli Rogers for 18 yards. A big first down for the Steelers. And we got a flag on the play. Defensive pass interference. That penalty will be accepted. 1st and 10 from the 30 of New England with 5:50 to go. Le'Veon Bell, he gets it. Goes straight through the middle. Pickup of 4, and that's 16 yards on the game for him, and it's 2nd and 6. Ben Roethlisberger, 1 of 6 for 16 yards, dropping back to pass. Okay, see, here's what I mean. His Devin McCurdy is a 3, so the blue die needs to be over 3 in order for the pass to get through his hands. Throws it, and it's incomplete, so the rolls are already set. That's one thing. I wish they wouldn't reveal that so quickly, but oh well, as McCourty gets in there and breaks up the pass. 3rd and 6 from the 26 of New England for the Steelers. Roethlisberger back to pass, throws, finds a wide open Le'Veon Bell. He only gets 3 yards, and there's a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. Illegal contact. 10 yards assessed from the opponent's 26-yard line. They're going to accept that penalty and get the automatic first down. New England kind of helping out the homestanding Pittsburgh Steelers right now. As we see what happens here. Want to thank TribeFan879 and Philip Reynolds for joining us tonight here on the stream. I know we were planning on doing some baseball, but because of my time commitment, I might have to cut this stream actually early and do a double stream tomorrow. I promised my wife that I would do something with her when she got back from work, and she should be back any minute now. Offensive holding on Pittsburgh on the play, so that penalty will be accepted, and the Steelers shoot themselves in the foot going all the way back to the 26. Ben Roethlisberger, short pass, throws, it will be, okay, now on the R it means the rating of the receiver, so this 6 is his rating, which means he's going to catch everything thrown at him from short pass if it's a rating roll. Le'Veon Bell catches it, goes to the sideline, breaks the tackle. He's still going, finds room, and gets all the way to the 13-yard line. There is a flag on the play, and it will be offensive holding on the Steelers. That penalty will be accepted. And 10 seconds come off the clock for the penalty. 4:30 left to go here in the first half. 23-6, New England up big. Roethlisberger, short pass, throws. Here comes the pass rush. He eludes it, fires it downfield, and he does find Juju Smith-Schuster for 9 yards. 2nd and 21 coming up from the 27. So 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. Here comes the pass rush. He eludes it. Looking downfield, finds Le'Veon Bell. He's open. He breaks through loose, and he's going to get all the way free to the, 16, and that would be the 5-yard line, I believe, depending on what the penalty is. And it is on Pittsburgh, offensive pass interference. That penalty be accepted, and that pushes them all the way back. 2nd and 31 from the 37. With 3:40 left to go here in the first half. 23-6 New England. Roethlisberger. Dropping back to pass, throws, and it will be caught by Juju Smith-Schuster. McCourty on him on defense, but he shakes him, breaks the tackle, finds room. He's going to go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Great footwork there by Juju Smith-Schuster as Chris Boswell boots this one through the uprights, and it is now 23-13. It was a quick play. If you saw the red OOB down here, that means out of bounds, which means 10 seconds off. I basically have taken that to be a quick play. So Chris Boswell gets ready to kick it again. This one, 3 yards deep in the end zone, and Dion Lewis will just go ahead and touch the knee and take the ball to the 25. No time off the clock. 3:30 left to go in the half. Dion Lewis gets the ball, goes around the outside, runs out of bounds. Really no time off the clock. Only 3:20 Tom Brady looking for the long pass from the shotgun formation. Here comes a pass rush. He eludes it, settles for a short pass to James White. He breaks one loose. He's going to keep going. He finds the sideline. He's not going to get stopped. He's all the way into Pittsburgh territory. 1st and 10 from the 43 after a 30-yard completion from Mr. Tom Brady. He is 12 of 17 for 231 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception, and a sack. Quick pass from Brady. This one will be caught by Rex Burkhead. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 from the 41. Brady looking for the long pass again. Danny Amendola. Makes the catch. 1st down, New England. So real quick explanation. This X means it's an automatic complete pass unless the defender knocks it over. That is the that's how that goes. 40 seconds off the clock. 1:20 left to go here in the half. Brady, quick pass, throws. It's the X. So when it's these slashes, so on the paper one, it's quick pass and short pass are put together. Medium pass and long pass are put together, and you take the one furthest to the left on the split as the quick pass rating, this as the medium pass rating. Stephon Tuitt is the the defender. His quick pass rating is a 2, and the roll was a 1. It had to have been a 1. This blue die had to have been a 1, but as soon as I hit X, then they roll on Rex Burkhead's receiver's car on quick pass, and he turns it into a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 from the 12 for New England. Tom Brady. Short pass, throws. That's going to be caught for 3 yards. And it's 3rd, and that will end the half. So halfway there, it is 23-13. New England leads. Let's go ahead and view some halftime statistics real quick. The box score. Tom Brady, 16 of 21 for 265, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ben Roethlisberger, 4 of 10 for 65 yards, 1 touchdown. Dion Lewis, the leading rusher, at 9 yards. Le'Veon Bell at 6 leads the Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 46 yards receiving for him, and he actually leads the entire game. While Chris Hogan, sorry, I could be wrong here. Sorry, Braden Cooks leads the entire game at 76 receiving yards. So that's how that looks there. Stephen Gostkowski to kick it off to the Patriots. To the Steelers. Goes to the 7-yard line, so we will have a return. Terrell Watson returns it to the 21. And that makes it now 1st and 10 with 14:50 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Hand off to Le'Veon Bell. He'll go around the outside. He finds room, breaks off a gain. He's going to go 13 yards, but the ball comes loose. Landon Roberts recovers it for New England. Unbelievable. The Patriots have the ball after the turnover in Steelers territory. Le'Veon Bell found a hole, got the 1st down, gets tackled. The ball comes out. Landon Roberts makes the play for the Patriots, and now they have it. Look at that. The fumble rate of Le'Veon Bell's a 2, and the fumble roll was a 2. So the rate, you got to come in under or equal to the rate for that fumble to happen. It never happens, but it did tonight. And you just get the feeling this Pittsburgh Steelers team are not ready to win this one. Rex Burkhead gets it. Goes around the outside, no gain on the play. Brady. Dropping back to pass, looking for the short route. Gets it to Danny Amendola, who picks up 8 yards. And they're just going to tick time off the clock. 23-13, New England up by 10. Dion Lewis gets it, goes around the outside. Dropped for a loss of 1. Mike Mitchell on the play there. So they'll send out Gostkowski to go for a 44-yard field goal. 69% of making it. Here we go. Kick is up. The whatever number we land on the matrix needs to be greater than 44. Kick is up, and it is good. And now they lead it 26-13 with 12 minutes left here in the third quarter. Gostowski to kick it off again, goes to the 5-yard line, and that'll get returned to about the 23. Another bend but don't break type special teams defensive play by the by the Patriots. Fitzgerald Toussaint gets it. He goes straight through the middle, pickup of 7. Landon Roberts on the stop. 2nd and 3 from their own 30. Roethlisberger, short pass, fires, finds Juju, and that's going to be a pickup of 3 for the first down. Le'Veon Bell, he's now going to get it, goes straight through the middle, picks up 3. Landon Roberts in to stop him from going much further than that. Roethlisberger, quick pass, throws, finds Le'Veon Bell, but he's nailed behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be a loss of 4, and it's 3rd and 11. 0 for 3 on third downs for the Steelers today. Roethlisberger, quick pass, throws, and it'll be caught by Le'Veon Bell. Pickup of 9. And that will make them punt it away. 4th and 2 from their own 41. And Pittsburgh gives it back to New England. Not a great game at all for Pittsburgh. Jordan Berry gets it to the 3-yard line, and it will be returned all the way out to the 4. He loses the ball, but it is recovered by New England. So he must have whiffed it. And New England keeps it on their own 4. Dion Lewis gets the ball. He goes around the outside. He finds a hole. He up the sideline. Pickup of 22 on the play. 1st and 10 from their own 26 for New England. 7 minutes left. Brady, long pass, looking downfield for Braden Cooks. Finds it for 34 more yards. And Braden Cooks had 76 yards before that play. We'll see what the penalty is there's some dirty laundry on the field, and it is a face mask on the defense. Not roughing the passer. There we go. They're going to decline that penalty as Braden Cooks took 34 more yards, and they are now into the red zone inside the 10. Dion Lewis, he gets the ball, goes around the tackle, straight through the center, pickup of 2 on the play. Shaq Mason couldn't quite spring him for the touchdown. There's a flag on the play. See what it is. It'll be an encroachment, so that penalty be accepted. No time off the clock. 1st and goal. Oops, what's going on here? From the 1. Okay, there we go. Brady looking for the quick pass, throws, finds Rex Burkhead in the end zone. Touchdown, New England. And it is officially out of control. The New England Patriots add 7 more points as Gostowski nails the extra point, and it's a 20-point game, 33-13. New England leads it. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Gostowski into the end zone for the touchback. And that is going to take no time off the clock. 5 minutes left for Ben Roethlisberger here in the third quarter. Big Ben knows that if they're going to do something, they need to do it now, as he can't get that one. And ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, I was up against a few time constraints today, and that's why I was not able to wait for Al's stream to end before we got started. So I'm going to have to step aside. We will have a stream tomorrow morning to pick up everything else from here. We still got a long way to go. We've got the last 5 minutes of the third quarter of this one, the entire fourth quarter, and an entire baseball game that we were planning on doing. We'll do that tomorrow morning. Let's say around, not tomorrow morning. Let's say around 2 o'clock Eastern time. So 2 o'clock Eastern time, let's plan on finishing this up. Maybe even have an extra baseball game or two. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll have the end of this one. As we leave it right now, it's 33-13 New England, squarely in the driver's seat of this NFL wild card matchup. This is Elon All Things. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time the ball flies. Thanks, and take care.